Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today on Forza Horizon 3 with a challenge. Now, of course you knew when the AMC Pacer came to this game, it was inevitable that we were to go racing with them. The thing is, these are far from normal AMC Pacers in one crucial way. They have got a 1,500 horsepower V12 engine in them. They've got a race gearbox and they have got a race diff. The rest of the car, though, is completely stock, which means we have got, as you can see here, piddly tyres. The car's standard brakes, the car's standard suspension is all going to have to deal with the absurd amount of power. The game reckons they can do 245 miles an hour. But they're not going to get stopped from that. This brown car, that is the colour of your trousers if you try and go on the brakes in these cars. Because they do not stop, they do not turn, they do not find traction. Because, well, yeah, they're rear-wheel drive. It's going to be mayhem. And should be quite entertaining, really. That's why we do it. Hopefully, we can have some surprisingly good racing in the middle of it as well. Turns out, silly racing rules do tend to give us some good events. I can't actually get the checkpoint to activate, so we've got to go up here, and then we've got... There we go, now it'll spawn in properly. Then we will get turned around. You can see from this little thing, this slight U-turn that we've made a mess with the transit, the difficulties in just driving this car in general. It starts out... It's ended with all of the power upgrades. It is... C-class. It is very low C-class as well. So, yeah, this is... we're not having it in heavy rain. No, not to begin with. We're starting off, I say easy as it gets. Really about as easy as it gets with these cars. It is only going to get tougher as the races go on. Honestly, I'm not even sure where I want to be on the grid for all of this. You start at the front, and maybe you'll be able to escape away from the mayhem. Oh dear. I am in the mid-pack. But somebody has trouble getting slowed down, which somebody will, and it's all going to go horribly wrong. I think at the back is probably your best bet. Honestly, you can just drive about in a little bit of safety. We have got none of that at all, and it is going to be much wheel spin, find a gear that doesn't spin the wheels, but still puts some power down. If you go too higher a gear, because these are relying on huge twin turbos, it's not going to have any go whatsoever. Fourth gear is kind of my go-to gear in terms of a little bit of power is delivered, but a bit of wheel spin is controlled, but it's not very well controlled. Uh-oh, we're going to meet the wall over here as well. Outclock, everything's met the wall there. That is collected. It is gathering up AMCs. Oh, they're not stopping. We're not turning. I was sticking in fourth. Oh, we've been overtaken. No, I can't. I'm sort of clipping the rear. Oh. Everyone's going for the same tactic. Everyone's put it in high gears. There's just this huge flurry of activity. Oh, there's a little bit of lag going on up ahead that's had somebody off visiting some foliage. I don't know where on earth they are. Oh, that corner's tighter than I thought it was. Sorry, green car. A little bit of assistance was given there. Not intentional, but it was given. Where is he? Okay, so he's back behind me. Oh, God. Fourth gear is your friend in this. I might even want fifth at some points around here. There's just wobbling. There's everyone getting the fence. There's a bit of a bump out there. That's so far, everyone bar the leader has ended up out in that fence. I'm not going to end out in this one, though. We're on a wheel on the dirt, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We might try going... Oh, no, we're not going to try going down a gear. My God, it understeers so much. It understeers. It's just a boat. It really is. It is just a boat through the corners. Someone's got a really, really good run behind us. You will notice a few of them have got blowers on them. I decided to allow it because the 5 pounds less weight that a blower or the changed hood makes is not going to affect the outcome of this race in any way, shape or form. It's just not. There is so much more at play in these cars than 5 pounds of weight that I don't really care. Oh, God. I didn't have one because I like to drive from cockpit view, and there is a little bit better visibility. Admittedly, the blowers aren't too bad on the most parts for visibility. They're better than some of the old kind of drag racing hood scoops that you could get. But yeah, for the sake of this one, I have decided not to go with a blower. No, that's not working, that's not working. The red car behind me has actually got some real speed around here. I am not doing the best with these cars is trying to find that fine line between, you know, actually getting some power down onto the road and wasting all of it through wheel spin. Third place is out in the wall once more. Red car behind me actually got a mega run. I'm going to have to give him the inside there. He has found some speed, although he's going to find the wall as well. On the outside there, can we find a way back down here? No, we can't. We're all running wide. Yeah, you see, if you can keep your car on the tarmac through there, that's where the runs come from. If you can just keep all of your wheels on the tarmac. The front two have absolutely checked out in this race. They are just gone. Found ways of controlling their cars that the rest of us have not. Oh, come on. We're up to 130 miles an hour in a Pacer, and this is with barely going near the throttle for most of that straight. Like, barely trying, we're at 130 miles an hour in a Pacer, and that is not a normal thing. It is not a normal thing to say about a car. Now, if we can be neat and tidy on this third lap here, there is a chance that a podium position might be beckoning right here. We've got a really good run. I'm going just so mega careful with the throttle. Gravedigger up ahead is going very sideways. Oh, no, don't go, I'm going to go around the outside of a... Oh, God, it's never going to end well. Two 1,500 horsepower Pacers, and I'm trying to go around the outside of one. I think we still are going to try. I can't hold that. I've not got the grip. Didn't know where he was either, so I had to back out of that. He is going to keep it out of the grass this time and make up a big gain on me. That is the thing with these cars. If you do get a corner right and your opposition gets it wrong, you can make up such huge swathes of time. Likewise, you make a mistake and you're going to lose huge swathes of time. Unfortunately, both of us have made the same silly mistake. Right, careful. I think there is speed to be got from not doing the just hold it in fourth tactic. My God, this is... I mean, we've driven many silly cars in FailRace. I've had many overpowered vehicles in stupid conditions. I remember doing this with a 900 horsepower Volkswagen camper van. But this is by far the biggest test of throttle control I think I've ever had. In terms of just sheer working with the trigger to try and find that little bit of, that tiny bit of advantage, that tiny bit of traction that you can get in a slightly lower gear, where you can get a little bit more power down. And it's incredible when it goes right. That third lap was where it was briefly for such a... There was a slither of hope. I can English, honestly. When you drive a car like this, English kind of goes out the window, really. You kind of just forget about it. It's not really important. Nothing is important apart from stopping the wheels from spinning any which way you know how to. There we go. We've got some speed through there with a little bit of sideways action as well. In many ways, the wheel speed is less of the wheel speed is less hampering in terms of lap speed than the brakes are. And I know that sounds slightly weird, but we're very restricted by what you can do because it just doesn't slow down. The tyres are awful, the brakes are shocking, the suspension isn't particularly great. We are starting to get caught a little bit, but I don't think it is going to matter. There was a little bit of like a three-car battle, I say that, and I've run very wide. It might matter. Oh, thankfully for me, the car behind has done exactly the same. Ended up on the grass. Oh, we will take a fourth place. I had a really good start. I had a really good end and a good end to the second lap and a start to a third lap. If that had gone together, it might have been a quick lap. But yeah, I just had scruffy lap. So a little bit down in terms of lap time. They're relatively close at the front, a second between the pair of them. We had a good fight for third, sort of third, fourth, fifth for a while in all of that. These are as difficult to drive as I had hoped they would be, and about as spectacular as well. Well, while we have a brief interlude waiting for someone to reconnect, we have completed the Pacer Centipede. I'm not sure there are English words. I'm going to make sounds. That is the only way that you could possibly describe. I mean, the thumbnail image is sorted. I don't have to do any work. That is just, it's something. Good luck using words to describe this to somebody who hasn't seen a FailRace video before. I really do wish you good luck in trying to explain this. Oh, it's shunted slightly. Still pretty good. For our second foray into the world of crazy Pacers, we have come to the East Suburbs circuit because I like being mean with my track choice. I'm at the back. We will see if this works out well for me or not. It could, because everyone might fall into the wall on the first corner. It could not, because I might fall into the first corner and everyone else get away. We will wait and see. Fourth gear, maybe? Maybe fourth gear on the initial launch. Or there's a little bit of... a little bit of argy-bargy. We've actually done relatively well there. There's a lot of sideways, and then there's a little bit of argy-bargy from me. Everyone actually been quite sensible. The the turnmobile has gone round. That's the only one, I think, to have gone round in this opening skirmish. I've got big sideways moments going on, as has most of the field. There is just full-on smokescreen. Like, we joke about the smokescreen effect going on in Forza 6 from time to time when you have laggy cars. But this is not from lag. This is just from the way that these cars are being driven, and kind of have to be driven in some respects. It is just full-on wheel spin everywhere. Actually, a much closer start. And everyone has gone into the wall. Just immediately, everyone into the wall now. Try and be careful with that throttle. I'm not sure, or I say we're not sure we're going to catch the leader. Leader's in the fence. I'm going to go in the fence. Most of the other cars, though, have actually done a good job of not getting in that. If we can, again, I'm aiming for podiums here. Having come from the back of the field, it's always going to be a little bit tougher. There's just simply more ground to be making up. Car ahead's got a huge sideways moment. I've had to check up because I've been all out of position. It's not gone well. Okay, podium might be, I say podium might be tough. There's still just cars snaking their way down towards this next corner. I'm going to try and dive up the inside. We're going to be getting it. This should be a proper motorsport, I feel. Admittedly, I'm not sure there are enough Pacers in working order that would be worthy of a Lamborghini V12. However, I feel like this would be an amazing spectacle to see. It really, really would be. Oh, no. Everyone's now being a little bit braver, which means everybody's trying to carry a smidge more speed, and everybody's in the wall. Sideways cars. Come on, AMC. We will get that. Maybe we will get turned. There is more visiting of the walls up ahead of us. Now, final corner. We've got to try and not visit the scenery there because we're running onto the main. Say the main straight. It's not really a straight here. That's part of the difficulty with this track. Much better that time from me. We've got a good run down here. I don't know what I'm going to be able to do with it, though. Once again, I'm finding myself trying to go around the outside of somebody. I'm going to brake nice and early. There are some cars being braver, actually, with carrying speed through turn 1 and sort of turn 2 area. Well done for carrying that much speed through the corner. I'm not sure I have the trust in my vehicle, particularly, but there we go. We've all made it through in one piece. Stop spinning the wheels, There's just this calm as everyone gets out of the corner. It's a weird sort of calm because everyone is trying to find a kind of point that they can go with their throttle that is not wheel spinning but that is still putting down a decent amount of power. Doesn't look like the cars ahead have given up with that and are now just using a lot more power in their pursuit for some lap speed. Damn it, the leader is not too far ahead. He's starting to just pull away, and again, it will help when you're running in that clean air, not having to worry about trying to find ways past cars, not having to worry about defending from cars, etc. Oh, I'm not going to end up in the fence. We're going to get another good run onto this start-finish straight. Oh, as I say that, I think the red car got a big slide and ended up in my rear door. Not rear door, these don't have a rear door, in my rear quarter panel. We got away with it either way. Oh, some bins caused issues with the green car. We're going to take advantage of the bins. Yep, we're taking advantage of the bin moment. That is the first time bins have been used as an overtaking aid. I'm not sure if that's cheating or not, however, I am going to go for it anyway. I also love how the skill chain is pretty much been ticking up for a couple of laps now. I don't actually know when that started, so I actually I might have lost it a couple of times bumping the wall. Probably since the last time I crashed is when that's been ticking up from. Can we find a way past? Where we're going to do it is on the run down towards the start-finish line, actually, because we have been very, very quick there the last couple of laps. Gravedigger's a lot more sideways than I am as we head up towards this final corner. Yeah, he's got it very, very deep on the way in. Will he get the wall? Oh, he's not got the wall, but he is on the grass. It's the drag race towards the finish line. He's wiggling. I'm not wiggling as much. I don't know who got it. I think he did. I think he got me there. Yes, he did. Well played. Oh, that was close. Look how close it was to the front as well. Jeez. That's ridiculously close. And fastest lap-wise as well, I got second fastest lap in that one. If I wonder if I changed up to 4th, if it might have worked, or whether we would have bogged down. I'm not sure. That was a good race. That was a bloody good race indeed. And actually, look how close it was for the cars behind us as well. I just noticed them. 3 pairs of cars separated by less than probably half a tenth in their respective battles. That is a sign of a good motorsport. A good motorsport indeed. You know I can't resist being even extra specially more mean with our crazy Pacers as we are heading to a scramble circuit, and yes, it is raining. Because what we need when driving these cars is even less grip, even less confidence in our vehicles. Now this is the scramble circuit that I ran at the City Car Rallycross build series when Horizon 3 came out. Been a long old time since I've driven around this circuit. It is a good track. We haven't got a huge amount of laps. Oh, there's a lot of cars that have turned right across the jump down there. It is a good track. It's a little bit of a longer one, and because of the rain I figured we'd probably be struggling quite a lot around here. There is a lot of sliding from me. There's a lot of sliding from cars in the background climbing up the banking. Well done, chaps. This is going to be a real crucial corner here. How do you get the power down out of here onto wet tarmac? Do you do exactly what I'm doing and slither it everywhere, or do you try and find a point at which you can get going a bit better? The answer is everybody's slithering it, nobody's finding any grip, and I'm going to get escorted into the, well, not into the wall, wide. I actually got my braking spot on for that corner. Sadly, for me, cars on the inside didn't, and I wasn't. We weren't really able to get a cutback because everyone's going to. Oh, I might put him out of a checkpoint. If I did, my bad. Very sorry on that one. Not intentional. I think he got away with it though, which is good news. Not much what you do with these cars is intentional. Oh, found a brown vehicle. Ah, the Turdmobile. Hello, Turdmobile. You can slide through there. Thank you for sliding through shots. Make sure we get that checkpoint. There we go. I think we actually got the same 2 cars up at the front as we have had so far in these races. In fact, I've had 2 4th places, so we're going to go for 1 better, maybe a couple or even 3 better if things go well. We're probably more likely to be hoping for mistakes, I'll be honest, from the cars ahead. It is very easily done across these bumps and with these cars. Hell, this circuit is easy to make mistakes on in, you know, your normal, decent race cars, let alone in this sort of thing. Oh, I don't know. Like, I keep wanting to go for lower gears and try and work my throttle control more, and I'm not sure if that's a good way to be going or whether it's a silly way to be going. Oh, everyone's wide. I thought I'd brake too early where I saw where they stopped, and then they both skated off into the wall, so I actually got things relatively right. But in thinking I'd braked too early, I tried to correct it, and now we're all don't follow one another. It's a silly thing to do because you all end up making the same mistakes as the leader. We've all skated off a little bit wide through there. Again, though, I can learn from their slight mistakes. Please tell me I got that one. I think we did. The dirt's actually not really making it much more difficult. I'll be honest. There's not much less. There's not much less grip. There's there's so many problems with this car at the best of times that the dirt is just not really causing any huge issues. Lap time wise, I think they're all fairly even. I've had good bits around here and then worse bits towards the end of the lap. Not quite as good when we come on to the dirt section. So yeah, we're not going to be in range to really try anything unless either A, I find a huge amount of speed is possible, or B, there is a mistake or a crash between the 2 cars ahead. Probably the more likely of the 2 options, I'll be honest, for the outcome around here. Shall we go for a little bit of 4th gear, see if that works better for us? I don't really know. It's a it's a tough decision to try and make. There's a little bit of a lock-up, I think, from cars ahead as we go into the hairpin. We are well clear of 4th though, which is nice. On that really annoying point where I'm a little too far back to really try anything in terms of getting a pass. And I think I just lack a little bit of speed, in all honesty. These are not working for me perhaps quite as well as some of the silly vehicle racing that we have done in the past. Oh, there's a bit of a wiggle as they headed into the water. I saw that. Did a good job of catching it. I think the blue car might be running out of places to get a pass done, although he has managed to draw alongside as we head onto the tarmac. Don't tell me I missed that. I think I clipped it. Well, we haven't been told off yet, so I'm going to say we got it. Unless he gets a mega run down here, I think we're going to see the gold car taking a victory. It's very, very close up ahead. Oh, indeed it was. Indeed it was by, again, a tenth, just under a tenth of a second. A little bit more of a lonely drive for me. I couldn't quite keep up. I didn't quite have the pace of those front two. A little bit more spread out race around here as well. It is a very, very difficult circuit for these cars. I don't know what happened there. It looked like somebody just sort of hit the anchor before coming across the line and lost a place at the very end. That's a peculiar moment. Right there. Yeah, these things are interesting. To be fair, I thought they might actually be worse out here on the dirt. I thought they could have been considerably worse around here in terms of traction. That's a lot of sun as well. But yeah, third place. We're improving. We are improving. Well, the meanness hasn't quite ended for our poor Pacers, as we are going to take them to Blizzard Mountain. Still on their standard road tyres. Still a rear-wheel drive. And we have come to the Snow Park cross-country circuit. There are concerns about whether these cars will make it across the jump here. They might. They might not. They're going to be the closest that I think we have seen from anything to not making it across here. The good news is that this probably will be... Yep, we can get across there. Little bit of lag. Yeah, the good news is that we do have a nice big jump to help them across. They won't do it on the normal surface, however the ramp there will be enough to fire them clear, as we are all now, we're all kind of bottled up. What's going on? Why are we all just, it's all just ground to a halt here. We're a lot of cars wide. No. I think I've got the checkpoint. There was a lot of scrambling there between everybody to get it to the checkpoint. We've made it through. We've made it through the mayhem. I'm playing up on one of the banks, but it's fine. It's fine. Now we've got another jump coming up. This one, I think, is a little bit better than the first one in terms of landing and speed required. Having said that, I've got all sorts of wonky. I found a generator. The generator's coming with me. That's probably easier to put power down than this car, quite frankly. I think it would be quicker to walk around the track with the generator, I feel. Certainly in some places. Either way, we are about to have a very, very big fight for second place, I think. Oh, the grey car is really, really struggling around this circuit. I need to get past it. Oh, there's a very, very big slide from second place as we're all barreling down towards. It's 3 wide in Pacers. Across the jump we go. Almost landed on the back of somebody. Didn't, thankfully. We are going to hug that inside. Try and gently does it on the throttle. Get a nudge and then, well, gently does it on the throttle kind of goes out the window because you're already going sideways, so it doesn't really help. This is about the most exciting 30 miles an hour has ever been. No, I don't need to do this again. Not for a second time in a row. There are cars around me. I think we've worked our way up into second place. I don't know if we're quite clear. We'll give them about a pacer's width worth of room on the inside. I don't know where they've gone. They've fallen back a little bit. There's scrabbling behind us. There's scrabbling here as we're now very, very sideways. No, bad car. Bad car. Bad things have happened to me in all of that. Oh dear. Please get across. Ooh, we're fine. I don't know where the other cars are, though. In all of that, we are going to lose a place. I thought we probably would. God, once you are, I say once you're committed, but once things have started going wrong, even if you know what you need to do to try and correct them, it is so difficult. It is so difficult to do anything about it. Oh, that's a little bit of an unfortunate moment, but never mind. We're out of there. We're in one piece. Right, we have the shiny gold car behind us that has been very quick. Who is probably not going to want to sit behind us for a particularly large amount of time, although the red cars run up very, very wide through that opening corner. I will say thank you very much for that position, trying to not spin the wheels, and I've immediately thrown it away because we're going to go exploring and we're going to get 2 cars past us on the inside, although on this outside line we might find some traction. We're going to keep it alongside that gold car. Yeah, we're going to continue to fight it. Oh, we're going to have to lift a fraction more than we would have done anyway around that corner, because otherwise we were just going to turn the gold car. I've got a really good run though down here. We're up into third place as we come nose to tail across the jump. This could only go well. Somehow we've all made it. We're now 3 wide again. We are 3 wide. There is some bumping going on at this moment in time. This is fantastic. Again, the stupidest of cars provide the most entertaining of racing, as is always the FailRace way. This shouldn't work. There is no way on earth this should work for this good a racing. These are the most inappropriate vehicles. The gold car's almost rolled it. I think he might have got into trouble. There is no way on earth these cars should be this entertaining. I cannot think of a more inappropriate combination of factors to be racing with. But it is excellent fun. Admittedly, everywhere else in the field is horrible. It's one of those races that I'm having a huge amount of fun because there are three of us, or there were three of us close together. It's now fallen down to two. Everything else is massively, massively spread out. I think these cars, when it comes to circuits like these, when it is this difficult, when there is just no speed to be had whatsoever, you make one mistake and you fall off the back of the group, and then you don't really ever have a chance to catch back up. Oh, that's not fun. Thank you for that, Pacer, for flying those down. However, we have had an absolutely excellent battle over this second place. The snow is starting to fall. We're not going to get a blizzard, though, before the end of the race. Nicely does it around the final corner. Focus on getting a good drive out of the turn. We are miles behind the leader, but what a hell of a race that one was for us to claim second place. Third rolled across the line. We're so much slower. Again, a fair bit of that was from us battling with one another that won't have helped matters, but even then I'm not sure I could have got anywhere near a 1 minute 4.8. Fourth place actually very close as well in terms of lap time. The shiny gold car would fall down to fifth from here. I think he just left the ramp sideways. I did that at the opening lap and amazingly got away with it when I took out the generator. Easily done, leaving ramp sideways with this vehicle. Well, that is going to bring this spectacle to an end. I highly recommend you give this one a go. 1,500 horsepower in a car with just a gearbox and a diff as the only changes to it makes for perhaps one of the most challenging racing experiences we've had for a while. They're ludicrous. They don't stop, they don't turn, they don't have traction. But can have some very, very exciting racing nevertheless. That, though, is going to be it from me. We will have some celebratory standing still trying to drive up a hill because we haven't got any traction. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.